Here's how to stop negative thoughts in 30 minutes or less. Now, you could probably do it a lot faster. I just like to do things the long and hard way, if you haven't noticed already. So, basically, there's 3 things you need to do. You need to not look at your phone in the morning unless you're reading with flight mode on. That's what I've just realized. Like, cortisol, stress, notifications, like I said in the last video, drove me insane. But if you're doing this, if you're staying up later than usual and you're watching things that is implanting bad thoughts into your subconscious mind, which I did for the first time in a long time last night. Couldn't find a film to watch. We watched some thriller, like horror. And it was actually I was actually quite on edge the whole time. And I don't usually watch stuff like that anymore. Because everything you watch and read and listen to or consume is implanted into your subconscious. And I was actually a bit on edge watching it, and I thought, what the fuck am I doing to myself? So then I went to sleep, and because I was a little bit later going to sleep, and also that thing I'd watched, I woke up a little bit off. Now, instead of waking up and being grateful to be in Vietnam, to be living as a digital nomad, to have escaped corporate hell after 27 years, I mean, I'm 28 now, but since I was 5 years old, just doing what everybody else told me to do and not living how I wanted to, I was sitting going oh, your videos are shit. People are never going to watch them. How are you going to get to the next stage? When are you going to land the next client? All that stuff. And I was like, wow, why is my mind playing this tricks on me? So what I did is I put the phone down. I went straight out for a walk, went to the beach with my bare feet, got in the sand, walked, got the heart rate going a bit, blood pumping, then grabbed a coffee on the way back and got 2 coconuts, one for Emma, one for me. Now, like you seen at the start, that's where I go to get my daily coconut. It's it just 5 seconds out the door, right? And that's when it just hit me. My thoughts genuinely, it just switched after doing those 3 things, or 4, I can't remember. Those few small tweaks, the thoughts in my mind started changing. They were it's okay, you're doing well, you're posting content. Most people can't get on camera. I know you think it's extremely saturated because you're in the space and you're watching videos, and then it seems like everybody's trying to do it, but then most people are not. But I was having grace. I was giving myself some grace. I was allowing myself to look back and think how far I've come rather than criticizing myself. And I was thinking about the paid mastermind that I'm about to invest in for myself. So I'm actually going to wait to pay for something that's it's fairly expensive, but not in comparison to what you get out of it. So I got excited because I was I've got a goal of what I want to do in my life, and I've got a knowledge gap, and I've found something that's fairly reasonable that I can probably afford soon, and it will help me bridge that knowledge gap. Now that's exciting. So the point of this is, for you, is that you can, if you do the right things, like move your body and hydrate and be present and grateful. So it starts to feel good to imagine your life. You've got to let your imagination roll. We're taught to be realistic and squash your dreams and stuff as soon as you come out the education system, which is an indoctrination camp, to squash your essence, the zest you've got for life, the hopes and dreams and wants. They all got squashed. That's the point of that system, right? You've got to create the environment that allows you to go within and start imagining and feeling. And yes, I could take my own advice sometimes, because I got myself to this place that you're watching me from in Vietnam, living as a digital nomad, which was always my dream. I got myself there by allowing the mind to wander and go into pure imagination mode and shutting off all the bullshit that is around you, which is, when are you going to settle down and get a good job? And I'm stop with your absolute nonsense. A good job. I've never wanted a good job. I wanted to live here. And if you feel the same, then this message is going to resonate with you. A good job is not a job. It's doing something that you love. So, but that doesn't mean just do nothing. That's not what I mean. If you resonate with this message, you'll get what I mean. You'll understand the frustrations. So I used to do this on the oil rig, and here's the point that you can take home. If you're on an oil rig or a construction site or an office, let your mind wander. How will it feel? How will it look in the future? How will your life look if you just let yourself wander? What can you not stop thinking about? So I did that again. When I got here, I started getting stressed. Oh, client left. Oh, this and that. Running a business is different to working a job. It's just different, and I'm getting used to it. So then I allowed myself to get more stressed and less mind wandering. I was like, which is the opposite of what got me here. So what will get me to the next level and what will get you to here is shutting out the noise and allowing your mind to wander. Because when you do that, you start to go back to your like childlike energy, and you can feel your body changing, because this is control. You're starting to be in control again. So some of the thoughts that were coming through for me were like, wow, you've got this like community and paid mastermind that you're going to join. That's going to give you access to new skills and connections that will help you get to your overall goal of building like your own thing. And then I just felt good in that moment. Then it was like, think how much videos you've done. Like, you might not be some professional YouTuber, which was never my goal. I just wanted to find a tribe of people who are like me. And that's what I'm trying to do. Who are like healthy and like fighting and like the truth and all that fun stuff. That is me, right? So I'm like, look, you've already started and you've not quit. So I started, these are the thoughts that were coming up. I give myself grace. I let my mind wander. I let my mind give myself gratitude for the progress I made, and then it allowed me to wander into the next phase and be grateful for the opportunities to come. So probably try and do that, because it'll help. So, and even if you're at day zero, like you're extremely unfit, like you haven't done anything towards life that you want, be grateful that you are having the awareness now, not when you're on your deathbed. Because if you're having the awareness now, which you've still got a lot of life ahead of you, probably, if you're watching this video. So that's something to be grateful for. Now you can let your mind wander. What will it look like in 1 year? Because a lot of the objections that I used to have for myself was, burning the fat, or building the business, or making that connections, or posting on social media. It's going to take X amount of time, blah, blah, blah. Oh, in a year, it's going to take years, blah, blah, blah. Then it's like, yes, but you've identified that you want these things. So what happens if you don't just start? Well, if we get to 6 months or a year's time, you still want that thing, but the time's gone, the time passed anyway, and you still didn't fucking do it. That's the truth. So I just thought, right, in 6 months' time, personal example, I can still have love handles because I put it on. I put the weight on after being injured and being an idiot with drink and shit food. Or I can clean all that up, stop drinking, and get back to what I was doing before. And then in 6 months' time, there will be no love handles. But the 6 months is coming regardless. So you might as well start now. Because you can either have two options. In 6 months' time, you're still going to be fat. Or you're still going to be on page 1 of that book. Or on step 0 of that business. Because you haven't done anything. Or you can be the guy that's made the progress. Time's going to pass anyway. But those are some techniques that I personally use to snap out the negative mindset. Your mind is powerful in either way. And there are certain external things that will help or not help your mind. So like, I haven't got a single negative person in my life. 0. That was intentional. If anybody expresses any limitations or gives me any ounce of or any I don't even listen. So you might be thinking, that's fucking hard to do, because sometimes your family members or other people you grew up with, they'll be like quite content. And when you first, and that's fine, by the way, if they're content with their life, good. That's brilliant. That's what I want. Everybody wants to be content. But are they truly content, right? But with other people, when you first get started, everybody says, nobody believes in me, or they say negative shit. It's like, yes, of course. You've not done anything yet. So if you do something, they'll start to believe in you. And if you've got history of being a fuck up, then why should they believe in you? Because you've constantly fucked up. So I just accepted that nobody was going to believe in me and did work. And that's it. So I hope that helps as well. So you can flip the negative into the positive by avoiding the screens in the morning, getting some good hydration in, get a walk down the beach or somewhere that is disconnected from the digital, and let your mind wander, my friend. Let your mind wander. And I hope that helps. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.